Hopefully you all are not having any issues understanding me or hearing me. If you will, go ahead and drop in the chat if you could hear me or not today. Well, awesome. How was Module 4? Any major issues or questions that you guys want to address about Module 4? Because Module 4 dealt with Chapter 9 out of your textbook. Talked about choosing careers, choosing majors. It talked about personality assessment. You did a little bit of career research and how those things came together when it comes to helping yourself find the guidance needed to or find the research and the information to put yourself on a path toward success, because the ultimate goal of you coming to school, of course, is learning, and we want to put that into application. And I think for most of us, if not all of us, we can pretty much confidently say that that application is to find a rewarding career, one where we are passionate about the work, we are making a difference in the world, and we can hopefully be compensated well enough to support our ideal livelihood in the meantime. And so that would sum up the Module 4, for me as one spot. But this week we're kind of lucky in the sense that we don't have new material between now and next week. So you've got a little bit of a breather as you prepare for your midterm. I'm not going to throw any more on you outside of chapters 1, 2, 4, 9, and 10, which we've already covered for your midterm exam. That said, chapters 1, 2, 4, 9, and 10 are your midterm exam. And that is open now. You have from today at the end of this class until 7:15 p.m. on October 15th to complete your midterm. There are a few catches. Let me read the directions for your midterm exam for you, because you do have to have all prior work completed. If it is out there and not completed, you cannot take the midterm. Was that Gabrielle? Did you have a question? Gabriel.
No, it's just my microphone turned on.
Right. It blurped, popped up on my screen, but yeah, Gabriel, my bad. Okay, no big deal then. If you guys have any questions, there are not many of us tonight, you feel free to drop your microphone on and ask it, okay? Your midterm exam instructions, they're posted on the midterm module for you to read. It says your midterm exam will include information for modules 1, 2, 3, and 4. You must have opened and completed all modules covered in order for the exam to be available for you to take. The test will be grayed out. So if you see your test grayed out and unavailable for you to take until you've opened each item in the module and completed any corresponding assignments. So it's not good enough to just complete the assignments. You have to open everything. You have to go through and complete each section so that you can access that midterm exam. So if you're a person that skipped around a little bit, make sure you jump back and clear those out. The midterm test, it does require you to use Lockdown Browser or Honor Lock, depending on which one we've set up. And you have to have a webcam. So that webcam it's got to be available. It's got to be on for this test. Of course, you can't use any study aids or taking aid during the test, the midterm exam. And that's including your textbook, PowerPoints, notes, the study guide that's posted, or any of that. So those are your midterm instructions there. As well, in that module for next week, excuse me, for the midterm, I posted a non-graded practice test. This may be your blessing, this may be your curse. All of the questions from your midterm will come off of that midterm exam study guide, or that practice test, whichever one you want to call it. They're all in there. However, there are 125 questions on the study guide. The format of those questions will be the same, one to the other. So you can think of that as a test bank from which you're going to pull 50 questions. Those 50 questions will be your midterm exam for you to take. So I have also given you 10 attempts at that practice test where you'll be able to see the correct answers after each attempt. So I would use it if I were you to guide my study. I would go through when you first sit down and get ready for your midterm, and I would take that one time. I would look at the questions that I've gotten correct, and I make mental notes that, hey, that's correct. And then I would look at what I'm missing and I'd start doing my studies there. And I would repeat and rinse and repeat and rinse and repeat until I was ready or felt that I was ready for my midterm. And so I really do want to encourage each of you to take advantage of that practice test, because again, all of the questions on your midterm exam will be coming from that midterm exam study guide posted in the module for midterm. Are there any questions about that?
Excuse me,
Yes,
is the midterm exam, it's just going to be like a review of everything that we've already learned, or is there going to be any new material there?
absolutely no new material. It's covering modules 1 through 4 only.
1 through 4. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so think about this. Each one of your tests have come from a larger test bank. Each of you get the questions coming out of your test. You'll get a selection from that. And so it'll be a repeat of everything you've done before today. So all the questions that were available through the module 1, 2, 3, and 4, whether you saw them or not, those are posted in that midterm exam study guide already. And you will get 50 of those for the midterm test, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions about the midterm? Okay. Oh, what it's open right, Kobe, the midterm's open right now. You have to have it completed and submitted by 7/15 on October 15th. All right. Well, guys, if there are no questions about that, if there are no questions about modules 1, 2, 3, or 4, any of the grades that we've done so far, I do have to go through and grade your work from this past week. But otherwise, unless you just submitted something, everything was caught up through the weekend. Grade-wise, if you have questions about your overall grade or grade on any assignments, please feel free to reach out to me. When it came to your discussion for your personality assessment, I did make comments for any of you who may have missed something that I felt was a bit obscure as to why you had points removed, but there was a rubric that I followed, so you can look at that as well. What I'll do is semi-end class right here. If you have questions, go ahead and ask them now. If you don't have questions, you can feel free to log out. Once everyone's logged out of class today, that's when we'll call it quits, okay?
So we can't use notes on the test.
You cannot use notes on the test, no.
Not like my math and English.
Yeah, for this midterm, since you have the study guide there, since that study guide we'll pull the questions directly from that test, we will not use notes on that midterm for this class.
All right.
You've seen all of the questions so far at 3 modules 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's a recap of everything we've done from there. There are 125. The question is, so the study guide questions are the test questions, question mark. There are 125 questions on that study guide. 50 will be pulled at random for your test. Five zero. Yep, 15 I don't think is very fair. If you miss 2 questions on a 15-question test, you're losing a lot of points. I know that's kind of a trade-off there. 50 questions or 10 questions, at least at 50 questions, it's 2 points apiece. And this is 10% of your grade, so I don't want to make one question worth so much weight. Any other questions? What? Let's see. Yeah, that's miserable. Okay. Let's not do that. If you want to talk about something individually, I'll be available through 7:15, the end of our class, and then of course, as the week goes through, if you have questions, give me a call, send me an email. A lot of you have already, and we've been in contact in one way or the other via email or through the Messenger app and Canvas. So reach on out if you have questions or concerns. You're welcome, guys. Goodbye, Aaron. Keontae, Sarah, anything that you need? Any questions from you guys? Sarah said, nope, she's out. Keontae, you good? Do you have any questions about the midterm, about any of the work we went for so far?